Hello and welcome to Intuitive Stretch, your meditation in motion. I'm your girl Ivy Ledon. And so, what you are in for is a nice little 45-minute meditation in motion. You don't need anything except for your beautiful self and, well, maybe some space and a comfortable mat or a pillow or a towel, something that will offer you some comfort since we are going to be on the floor. I do have some tools with me, like sage and a tea light candle. These are just tools, like I said, but you don't need them because, like I say all the time, you are the technology. Okay, so I'm very excited. Today is a heart chakra based kind of class. We are healing a wounded heart, and so we're going to start with a couple things first. Through the intuitive stretch class, we go through a rate your state process, which I'll join you, and then we will go into what we call a breath work or ritual process where we smudge the space, we light a candle with intention, and then we move into breath work. And then slowing down the heart rate, right? Bringing our attention inward. And then we're going to go into our oracle reading, which will be divinely guided and will offer us a message of clarity, insight, and ultimately we will finish with a stretch and shavasana. Okay? So when you're ready, let's go ahead and smudge our space. And while we're smudging our space, I'd like to give a little shout out. Woo woo! That's right. I'd like to give a little shout out to my Patreon fam. Shout out to Caitlin Levy. Shout out to Raquel Rubinoff. Shout out to Jacqueline Ryan. Shout out to Kiwi. Shout out to Andy M. Flores. Shout out to Annie. Shout out to Dorlis. Shout out to Ariel. Yes. Thank you so much for your support, my friends. I love you so much, and because of you, we get to do this. So thank you so much for your support. We definitely got to do like a bring your friend kind of class. Let me know what day of the week is good for you to host a live. Thursdays are best, but if there's another day that works, then just let me know, and I'd love to offer a live. All right, you guys. So smudging your space, smudge your feet, smudge your head, smudge your body, smudge your space, right? And again, like you don't need any of those tools really. You can just work with your own technology, you, right? Your mind, your body, your frequency. But if you need some assistance, we'll grab those tools. All right. From here, we'll go ahead and grab our lighting candle or our tea light candle, and we're going to light our light from within. This is just a manifestation of our light. So we're going to look at the light. We're going to send all of our energy into this light and watch it as it flames, as it ignites. And inquire within, what is your intention with this stretch? Not for your year, not for the week, not for the day, just for the stretch. What is your intention? Knowing that this stretch is about healing a wounded heart. So, what is your intention? And it could be as simple as wanting to just be and see what comes up. Having more patience for yourself. Having more space for yourself. Giving yourself more space. What is your intention? All right. My intention always for us is to honestly just be, is to remember, especially in this space, that it is okay and you are free to be you. This is a safe space. Cheers, my friend. All right. So with that, we're going to go ahead and move into our breath work. All right. So you're going to go ahead and find a comfortable position, most likely sitting up. So if this is uncomfortable for you, then go ahead and just lay down. But if you can, go ahead and sit up, cross your ankles, place your hands on your knees. Sometimes I like to keep my hands wrapped around my knees, like to support me. Shoulders over the hips, so that way you have a nice long spine. Okay, we're going to just keep our head nice and lifted, but you're going to bring your gaze towards the edge of your nose, to the tip of your nose, maybe even closing your eyes fully if you're comfortable with that or ready for that. And then you'll just start to take in those deep breaths. Inhale and exhale, slowing down your heart rate. And then just from that, just go ahead and start to sense how you're feeling, right? Like, allow yourself in the space to just like submit to your own practice, because that's what this is. So as you exhale, right, allow yourself to feel the weight of that exhale. Through that exhale, allow yourself to release all of that weight, all of the burden, all of the emotional baggage, the density, anything that is weighing you. Feel that in the exhale. So take a big inhale. All of that energy that you're feeling, all of the energy that you've mustered up, all of the energy that you're holding. Big exhale, exhale, release. Send it all out, just all out. See all of that just flying out of your body, out of your mind, out of your gut, out of your heart, all of that. Let's try that again. Big inhale. Hold it at the top. Now take the biggest exhale, drop the shoulders, lengthen through the spine. Nice. We'll do that once again. This time we'll count for 4. Big inhale. For 3. For 2. For 1. Let's hold it at the top for 5. For 4. 3. 2. 1. Big exhale for 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Once again. Big inhale for 4. 3. 2. 1. Hold it at the top for 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Big exhale for 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1 last time. Big inhale for 4. 3. 2. 1. Hold it at the top. Lift the shoulders. Tense it up for 4. 3. 2. Your biggest exhale here. Drop the shoulders for 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Place both hands on your heart. Keep the eyes closed. Continue that breath work in and out at your own pace. As we dive into this introspective practice we call intuitive stretch, I call upon our ancestors of love and of light to be with us here, now, together. As we dive into this practice, may they offer us guidance, clarity, and confirmation. May we feel their confirmation and their guidance through messages, through symbols, through synchronicities, through chills. May we be protected in love and light. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Amazing job. Go ahead and slowly lift the eyes. Nice work, everyone. So good. I love that. I can be in prayer. I can be in this kind of energy for a very long time, like in a meditative state, just that way. How are you feeling? And I want to tell you that if at any point you feel those tears wanting to come out, please let them, because intuitive stretch is for that, number 1. But 2, especially this class is about opening up your heart. Especially if you were called to this, you have a wounded heart, my friend. The way the way through is exactly that, through. So we're gonna have to untangle that, and we're gonna have to be a little vulnerable in the space, just you and I, and allow yourself to be seen by you. Okay, now what's next? Let's go ahead and dive into some oracle. So and before we even continue, as I'm shuffling, I already did a little pre-shuffle, but we'll do another one. Rate your state. How are you feeling, especially now after that breath work, right? 1 through 5. 1 being, once again, like, you don't want to look at anybody, you don't want to talk to anybody, you want to be in bed all day in your thoughts and your feelings. And 5 being like, you are out and about, there is a schedule, honey, you are organized, and you have got people to see, places to be, things to do, and you know you can conquer it all, and you are here for it all. So how are you feeling? 1 through 5. And however you're feeling is awesome, is completely okay. There is nothing wrong with that. It's just a matter of having self-awareness, right? Where you're at, so that you don't fight with yourself throughout the day. right? You're like, I'm feeling this way, and my emotions are this way, and I'm feeling this kind of energy. So why am I doing that? Right? Or vice versa. I feel this way. Why don't I do that? Hmm. Self-awareness, okay? All right. So today we're diving into the Oracle of the Mermaids. The Oracle of the Mermaids. Woo! What do I say about the mermaids? What do I not say about them, honestly? Mermaids. All right, let's talk about mermaids a little bit. So, mermaids are about the depths, okay, of your emotions. Mermaids, the mermaid water spirit, is about your emotions, period. It's also a lot about the subconscious. And the subconscious is the area I'd like to point out in the back of your mind, like the shadow. It's kind of like the moon, the part that we don't see. Like, hello back there. Anything? Anyone? Cuckoo, hello. Right. And there's tons back there. It's just, one, it's in the closet. It's dark. Doesn't want to come out. It prefers that. And then two, we're afraid to step in there and be like, oh God, open the door. What's in there? Ah. Do you know what I mean? We see that personified in the real world through like scary movies, right? Like all that stories, all that stuff. But like in our own reality, it's that. Like a lot of times, I mean, really, how many of us confront like our own like vices and like our inner demons? Like how often are you like, all right, Ivy, or all right, self, like, let me see it all. Shh, right? All right. So the mermaids, they got no problem with that. There's like an old saying. I mean, it's a tale, and it's obviously true, right? Mermaids don't cry. They don't shed tears. The basically stating that the being that feels it the most, the being that hurts the most, really, the one that can feel the most is the mermaid, because the mermaid, for the mermaid, never sees her own tear. Like, oh my God, what a novela, what a soap opera, just by saying that, right? Like, that's so intense. But it's true. All right, let's see what they have to say, right? All right, so mermaids, dive in deep. Open your heart. Open your mind. The oracle, vulnerability. Look what just came forward. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Vulnerability. Open your heart. Allow yourself to be tender. Exactly. Like, that's the bottom of the deck. I haven't even shuffled, you guys. Mermaids are already coming through. Like, hello, you guys, please be vulnerable. We're here to help. That's awesome. All right, you ready? Here we go. Highest vibrational messages for those watching and participating in this intuitive stretch class. Healing a wounded heart. Oracle of the Mermaids. What can you share with us? What messages do you have for us, those watching and participating, looking to heal a wounded heart? Thank you. Any messages? And so whatever card comes out, by the way, I typically work a lot with these cards, with a lot of the decks that you see back there. But in general, did I even light my incense? Oh my gosh, I got to do that right before the stretch. So yes. Oh, all right. Any other messages that would like to come out? So as I was saying, I know these cards pretty well, but I'm going to... Ooh. Drama for your mama, the cards that came through. But I'm going to read also what the booklet says. So I'm not just going to interpret it myself. I'm also going to read what the booklet says. Okay? All right. So what do we have to say, mermaids? What do you got to say? What do you got to say? All right. Remember that these are messages of love. These are messages of light, meaning that it's like a mom, a grandma coming forward, right? A sister coming forward and saying, hey, friend, opening up your heart, healing your heart. This is the theme. This is the message for you from us, mermaids. Love you. Okay? So the mermaids say to you, my friend, take time out so that you can have awareness, contemplation, because in solitude and in time alone, you can gather that. So your message is to heal a wounded heart. They recommend time out, like solitude, by yourself. Not away from a person and then, like, no, just in general, time out. Take what resonates, leave the rest. You have number 36, time out. And so we look at the bottom of the deck as well for further clarity. And the bottom of this deck in particular is number 11, sacrifice. So take what resonates, leave the rest, friends. All right. So sacrifice comes forward to say, there are those worth making. There are those that will destroy you. So meaning sacrifice, right? We all got to do it at some point. We got to sacrifice a couple of things in our lives to, you know, make sure that the people that we love, right, that are worth sacrificing for, are seen, are validated, right? That's important because it makes us happy because we love them and because they're worth sacrificing. But then there comes a time where we self-sabotage and we've just been doing something out of plain habit or out of a lack of a program that maybe is of self-sabotage, of not of high self-worth or neutral self-worth, right? But lacking that. And so we sabotage, and so we just do more than we need to for someone or for a company or for an individual or for, you know, or it could be for yourself. Maybe you just self-sabotage yourself in that way, right? Doing things for so many people, but also just in hindsight, all it is just hurting you. You're doing so much for others. You're sacrificing your own likes and your joy, right, for this relationship, for your relationship with your mom, or with a company, or with your job, or with your business, or with, you know, your the way that you want to have other people see you, or your definition of success. Or do you see where I'm getting at? Like, you're sacrificing so that you can do something, but now the question here is, like, are you sure that what you're sacrificing is truly worth it? And is everything that what you're sacrificing for? Check the for. What are you sacrificing for? And that thing that you're sacrificing for, or that person that you're sacrificing for, is it worth it? Are they worth it? Is what I'm asking you. Because we're talking about a wounded heart. And this is the card that came through, right? This is giving me a little bit of self-sabotage too, meaning like you don't feel like, almost like you're worth something enough to achieve it. You're not worth something enough to accept it, to receive it. You're not worth something enough to believe that you deserve better. Simple as that. You were hurt, someone hurt you, someone did something to you, and you're still in that. Not believing that, like, that was crappy of them, and that was not right of them, and you deserve better. But instead you're kind of like, well, I don't know. What? Take time out. Take time out so that you can have some awareness, so that you can gain some awareness in hindsight of the entire equation, so that you're not just seeing like the 3 equals 5. It's like, what do you mean 3 equals 5? What was before? Was it a plus? Was it a minus? Was it a division sign? Was it, what number was it before that too? Like, you're seeing one side of the formula. But if you take time out, you're able to see the entire thing and have better understanding of what this is. Like, oh, yeah, no, this does not weigh out evenly. So healing your wounded heart, the mermaids are saying to you, think about what you're sacrificing in your life, because that's causing you to have a wounded heart. You know, joy is your heart. So what brings you joy? And stop apologizing for it. You know, maybe you need to take time out, like the mermaids are saying, to regain that understanding. Do I really love this? Do I not? Do I really love them? Do I not? Am I really happy when I go over there, or am I not? Or when I do that, or when I step foot in there, or when I spend time with this, right? All right. Take what resonates, leave the rest, okay? So your task, my friend, from the mermaids and from the oracle, is to take time out. In a good way. Not pow pow way. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and stretch. I'm going to light my incense. How about you? Let's use the booty. We're going to light the incense, though. Excuse me. All right, friends. So we're going to get into a comfortable spot or space. We're going to start in that crisscross position. Let's make sure the incense turns out properly. It doesn't, go crazy here. Beautiful. All right, so go ahead and come to that crisscross position, right leg in front. Place the hands on the knees. All right, let's go ahead and start from the head all the way down, although we're going to focus more so in this region with the chest, with the back, and the obliques, okay? Hands on the knees for support, long spine. Take a big inhale, lift the shoulders. Big exhale, drop the shoulders, lengthen the spine, drop the chin to the chest, and then just start a big head roll to the right, nice and slow. You want to think like the tip of your nose is a crayon. Let's paint the color green, since it is the color of the heart chakra. And we're just drawing green circles around your head. But like these are big circles. Keep it going. All the way back. And that's why I say slow it down, so that way you don't speed it up and miss any angles. Go ahead and reverse it to the left side. Take your time. You might have one side that's a little tighter. Ooh, I just heard a little crack. That's the whole point. Is just take your time with your stretches. Like, don't just bypass it. Amazing. Last one. All right, we're going to come back to center. This time we're going to go ahead and pull ourselves through. So watch my hands. Notice how I'm opening up the fingertips. Now go ahead and grip your knees. Pull yourself forward. Keep the spine long. It's almost like you want to bring your chest closer to the screen. Exactly. Squeeze your elbows into the sides, so your rib cage. Now lift the head all the way back. Squeeze your shoulders in together through your back. There it is. 3, 2, take a big inhale. Now exhale, take everything back to the neutral spine, but we're going to go into the opposite direction now. So let the shoulders come inward, almost like something went through your stomach. Holding onto the knees, keep the arms straight now for support. Drop the chin to the chest. Everything is like in the letter C. Shoulders are rolled in, hips are tucked under, head is down for 3, 2. We're going to do that once again. Pull yourself through. Open up the chest. And we're playing with range here, right? Whether we're playing with like the expansion and the contraction of our chest. Go ahead and take it to the contraction. And very similar to what the heart does. The heart expands and contracts every time blood is pumped through it, right? As you're breathing. Go ahead and try this one more time at your own pace. Take time to immerse yourself in the contraction and the expansion. Which one feels what? Don't judge it, just connect with it. Just know what feels right for you. Are you in a space where you're ready to contract in your life? Meaning go inward, introspect a little more, slow things down, become more aware of yourself and your surroundings? Or are you in a space where you want to expand more and you just want to go out and accomplish and do and, fulfill? And either way is okay, but just knowing is important. So go ahead and cross the other leg in front. Keep the spine long. Nice. We're going to add a little twist here. So go ahead and twist yourself to the right. Left hand will come onto the right knee. Right hand behind the back. Go ahead and push the floor down with your right hand, lengthening your spine. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. You're going to go ahead and twist even deeper into the right side, keeping the spine long. See if you can look over your right shoulder for 3, for 2, 1. Let it go slowly. Bring it back through center. We'll take it right away to the other side. Right hand over the left shoulder, left knee. Left hand behind the left shoulder. There it is. Continue to twist. Big inhale as you lengthen though. And exhale as you twist. Taking a look over your shoulder for 3, 2. Carefully come back. We're going to try this one more time, but before we do, go ahead and cross the legs once more. Twist, same thing. Left hand over the knee, right hand behind the back. Lengthen the spine. Take a big inhale. You're going to keep the twist here, friends. On your exhale, go ahead and start to lean over to the left side while you're holding on to your right knee. Yes, big stretch for the obliques and the sides here. Go as deep as you'd like or you can. Big exhale. Go ahead and lift the right arm overhead. Nice. For a bigger stretch, you can go ahead and place the palm back and then bend the arm behind your back. Let the head fall for 3, for 2. You're going to anchor yourself down. So right hip anchors down. Lift the right arm. Pull yourself up with your left. Center yourself. Let's try the other side. Let's go ahead and switch the legs. Beautiful. Here we go. Big twist. You got this. Lengthening through the spine first. Inhale. Keep the twist. Exhale. Nice. Here we go. Start to lean over to that right side. Right shoulder to the right knee. Beautiful. Nice big oblique stretch. Optional to lift the left arm and turn the palm to the back. For a deeper stretch, let the arm fall and bend to the back for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Retrograde it. Go ahead and bring the left arm up. Anchor your left hip down. Pull yourself up with your right hand. And then come back to center. Nice job. All right. Let's go ahead and open up the legs for a little bit. I know the knees can sometimes get a little pesado. Spanglish for you, which means just like annoying, right? All right, the knees. Flex the feet first, point the toes. Let's roll the ankles out. It's really more of a chest opener kind of stretch today, and heart, right? Chakra. But nonetheless, we're going to still have a stretch, right? Full stretch today. So flex the feet. Nice. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Keep the hands in front. Now, if you notice your posture and you're kind of slunched, or what's that word? Slumped. Thank you. Slunched. Am I hungry? Slumped. Go ahead and you can bring your legs a little closer together to bring your shoulders over your hips. But if that's not the case, keep them open, handy. All right. Hands in front. Let's go ahead and do some undulations with the upper body. So you know how we did forward, right? Expansion and contraction here. Let's start to add that first. So we're going through our expansion, our contraction in our own way, at our own pace. You're moving through the range. Remember, so you're going as far out, expanded, squeezing the elbows in, lifting the head. Big inhale as you can. And then you're going to contract as you need to exhale. So rather than just moving your body, see if you can close your eyes, listen to your breath. If you're inhaling, go ahead and expand. And then the second you need to exhale, right away, that's your cue to start to contract. So I'll give you like 15 seconds just to play with that. Have a little fun. Notice how it feels, which motion feels best. Stay in one longer if you need to. Last 8 seconds. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center. Nice work. All right, we're gonna do a round town, kind of like SpongeBob. We're gonna bring the chest forward through the expansion. We're gonna take a detour. Ew. Right, and then you're gonna go to the back, contraction, and then we're going to the left, around the world. There you are. Beautiful. Let's give that a try. If the hips join you, totally okay. Totally okay. You're just rolling the body, upper body, and a little bit of the hips. Let's do one more. I like things in 3. Whoa. That could be kinky. Take it another way. Go ahead and reverse it. I mean, I like my ice cream in 3, if you know what I mean. All right. 3 is my favorite number. It's my life path number. What is your life path number? Let me know in the comments below. All right, come back to center. Shake it out. How do you feel? Nice. Beautiful. All right, go ahead and cross the ankles. Our last stretch for the chest. We're going to go ahead and come up and over onto a tabletop position. And you already know where I'm going with this. Go ahead and tuck the toes under. Nice long spine. Beautiful. Let's do that expansion and contraction once again just to get us into our last stretch. So big expansion, big contraction. You can also relate to these as cat-cow stretches. Nice. We'll do 1 or 2 more at your own pace. Really tuck the hips under when you contract. And then you'll come back to neutral spine. Relax the toes. You're going to carefully walk your hands forward. And you're going to gently leave only your hips on the floor. Now, if this is too much, just go ahead and start to bend your arms, bringing yourself all the way down. Otherwise, keep the arms straight. Take a big inhale, big exhale. Those of you who are down on the floor, go ahead and come down to your elbows or your forearms. See how that feels. So you're either on your forearms or you have both hands out, both arms straight. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. We're going to stay there for another 8 seconds. Those of you on the forearm, if you are feeling up to it and want to move up to a stretched out position, go ahead and do so at your own pace. For the rest of us, we're going to just take the glance upwards. Open up the chest, open up the head, open up the neck, lift the head. Yeah, I mean, open up the mind, right? Like, open up the head. For 3, for 2, For 1, carefully bend the arms and come all the way down. Catch your breath. We're going to do this one more time. Big chest opener for this last one. Well, I like things in 3. So we're going to do it 2 more times. Here we go. All right, second round. Same thing here. Either forearms on the floor. Maybe you're bringing them in closer. Or this time you're just gently pressing the floor. And that way your elbows can lift just a little bit. Either way, find your range. Remember, this is a safe space. This is about stretching. This is about getting into your chest opening. All right, when you're ready, 3, 2, 1, go for it. Lift off. If your arms are straight, my friends, round 2, optional to deepen your stretch, walk the hands in. Nice. You can go as far in as you'd like. This feels pretty good for me today. I'm going to go ahead and lift the head. Join me if you'd like. Nice big inhale. Beautiful. For 3, stay there for 2, stay there for 1. Gently walk the hands out or come all the way down to the floor. Nice work. We're going to stay here. Now, no counter stretch just yet. Okay, really focusing on the chest and opening up the chest. Good. Here we go. Our last one, our biggest one. Here's our deepest stretch here today. All right. You're going to go ahead and reach back for 1 foot. Nice. So options here. If you're like, girl, if you're asking me to grab the other foot with the other hand, it ain't gonna happen. It's like, oh, okay, then let's try this first. You can press your foot into your hand. Notice that? And this other arm in front is going to help stabilize that. Try to keep your shoulders squared to the front and just press the foot into the hand. The front hand will also assist you here. Kind of like this mermaid kind of, flying, swimming pose. What's the song? Can you sing it for me? Cue in, Haley, what's her name? Go ahead and come all the way down. Haley Berry. All right. And then you'll try the other side, okay? Now for my friends who are ready to do both, yes, exactly, that's what you're doing. So let's go ahead and try that, my friends. Reach back for 1 or 2, and when you're ready, take a big inhale here first. First here. On your exhale, start to expand your wings. Open up the chest for 4. Keep pushing for 3. For 2. For 1. Carefully come down. Nice job, you guys. So good. Really pull the feet into the seat for a little deeper counter stretch. Then release them, shake it out. Very, very nice. We're going to come into a child's pose before we flip on over and finish in our Shavasana. Nice. Bringing the heels together. Seat all the way down towards the heels. Keep pressing the floor with your hands, pushing it away. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Checking in on you. How are you? How are you feeling? How's your heart? All right. We're going to do a little bit of tapping, heart tapping, and a little heart healing now, a little meditation. This is your 2-minute meditation. Go ahead and place your feet hip width apart parallel. Place your hands underneath your knees and carefully lower yourself down to the mat or to the floor. All right. Now, keeping your feet hip width apart parallel, you're going to go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together. Open up the knees to the sides. If this is a little too uncomfortable for you or too deep, go ahead and just place some pillows underneath or a block. You can always just do this for a little and then work your way there by bringing your knees in together, okay? Now the second pose here, we have our lower half, now our upper half. We're going to go ahead and open up the arms out to the sides. Nice, just like that. Open them up to the side. So big opening. Go ahead and take a big inhale, and on your exhale, just let your body hang out. Feel your body being supported by the ground, like you're weightless. I'm going to bring back that message of taking time out. The mermaids highly suggest to heal your wounded heart, take some time out. I also just received the message of having to sacrifice a little bit overall, some of the things that you're doing in order for that time out. So that means maybe you might have to sacrifice some what's the word, salary, some pay, You might have to sacrifice some fun time. You might have to sacrifice a trip. You might have to sacrifice something just so that you can have some time out. And maybe that's something that you have to sacrifice, air quotes, is the one thing that perhaps is not assisting in the elevation and healing of your heart. Perhaps. Either way, you know what it is. And it's urgent for you to take time to be by yourself, with yourself, and really in yourself, if you know what I mean, in your mind, in your heart, in your body. The goal of healing is not to feel pain, although that's kind of what we try to avoid, right? The goal here is to be with ourselves through the transmutation of the pain, of the wound. It's so that our wounded self is working in tandem with our higher self. That part of you that is here today, that called you to be here today, that part of you is here always. And that part of you is here always, and therefore never leaves you, so you're never alone. And in the process of healing your wounded heart, it is that part of you that you must activate. Your higher self you must activate in order to transmute the energies and to come out of this so-called wormhole or vortex of energy of this season of the healing. It's to move in tandem with the healing and also applying new endeavors, new experiences, new forms of thinking, new forms of seeing. So taking time out of your regimen, out of your routine, is important to stir the energy up, so to speak. Allow your eyes to relax, allow your shoulders to relax, allow your hips to relax, allow your tongue to relax. Allow your body to relax. Feel your body sinking deeper into the ground, knowing it's safe and supportive. What parts of you are ready to be healed? What parts of you are needing time out? And where and what parts of your life are you sacrificing for your happiness? Where are you sacrificing your happiness? What brings joy into your life? And how can you bring more of that? How can you involve yourself in that? How can you lean more into that without judging, without over-explaining, without over-analyzing? Just leaning in. The heart is an energy, it's a feeling that has been manifested into this incredible muscle in the body that provides the circulation of the blood to stream into all parts of the body. Without the heart, you are nothing. And so in that way too, by disconnecting yourself with your true nature, that which gives you this life force, you cut yourself off from your very own knowing. How can you get back to yourself? Big inhale, big exhale. My friend, just by being here today, Just by trying this, just by leaning into this, you're already making those decisions, taking those steps towards healing your heart. This practice is here for you every day, whenever you need. You can meet yourself here, time and time again. Take a big inhale, bring your awareness back into the space. Wiggle your toes and fingers. Bring your arms overhead, interlace the fingers, and take a big stretch. Extend the legs out, point the toes, maybe yawn. Yeah, stretch it out like you woke up for the second time today. When you're ready, you'll walk your feet in carefully parallel. You'll let the knees fall over to one side, and you'll come into a cradle position on your side. Maybe keeping the eyes closed, maybe just coming back into this 3D world. And then carefully you'll just help yourself up into a tabletop position. We'll finish up with a nice body roll to the right and left at your own pace. Just making sure that your head and hips roll into the same direction. Big inhale, exhale, and then when you do that twice, you'll just reverse the circles. Very nice. And then carefully find your way down to the floor. Seat on the heels or seat down to the floor. Nice work, my friends. Bring your hands together. Make some noise for yourselves. Yeah, you did that. Nice. Rub your hands together. Keep them rubbing. Last thing here we're doing is a little activation, a little Reiki work. We're going to pass some good energy. So as we tap into our heart chakra, right, that green energy, we're going to go ahead and just pass it along. So activating it from within and then sharing it right out. So keep rubbing, keep rubbing. Bring your focus in between those hands. It's kind of like a bicep workout too. You're welcome. All right. And then carefully start to open up the hands. You can close your eyes to sense it even more. Feel the pulse between the hands. Let's go ahead and generate the color green. Go ahead and flip the palms forward. Nice. Now place the right hand on your heart. Keep the other hand forward and just go ahead and generate that green, emerald green energy into light, into energy from your heart. See it in your mind's eye, rising within you from the heart, coming out through your hand, through your palm, out into the world. And then see that light moving through different areas of the world, through villages, through cities, through corporations that need the higher vibrational light and energy of love, through families, through friends, through communities. Nice, beautiful work, my friend. So nice. Amazing job, you guys. So good. If you enjoyed this, let me know, because that tells me, right, that you enjoyed this. So either like this, comment below. What else would you like to see? If you'd like to continue to support this, then I'd recommend for you to check out Patreon. My Patreon members, if you're watching this, thank you so much. Once again, mwah, love you guys. Because of you, we are able to sustain and continue this class, which I love so much. And other than that, you guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.